Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be telling you 14 ways you can reduce blood sugar naturally if you need to get that blood sugar down now, today, tomorrow or this week. So the very first way is exercise for at least 30 minutes. If you're someone that can run, go on a run. You can take it slow, you can take it steady, but make sure you keep the body moving, And let's say you don't like long distance but you like sprinting. Literally do really fast sprints, about 5 really quick sprints. If you can't run, that's okay. Walk. Try and walk as quick as you can and keep walking and keep walking and keep walking. And what you want to do is stop, start. So you have a rest, then you go really fast, then you stop. A bit like high intensity interval training. So that's the very first thing you want to do. Now the next thing you want to do is make sure you're being sensible with your carbohydrate intake. If you've got a blood sugar issue, if you're trying to get blood sugar down, you shouldn't be having, chocolates and sweets and what's rubbish food. You know what's rubbish food. You shouldn't be having them. And also, you should be very careful of the fruits you're eating as well. I would say go for the berries, the blackberries, the blueberries, the fruit that's got more fibre in as well. Bananas, now and again. Apples, now and again. But not crazy amounts. Try and stick more to the berries. If you want to eat a lot of fruit, try blackberries, blueberries, because they're not too high in sugar. But usually the fruit sugar isn't too bad, to be fair with you. You can be a bit more flexible on the carbohydrates from fruit, same as the vegetables as well. The next thing you want to try and do is incorporate more fibre into your diet. Let's say you've been unhealthy, let's say you've had a cheat day. Make sure that evening or the next day you have lots of fibre to try and negate the bad effects of the sugar. Try and get more fibre in yourself so your sugar doesn't go too crazy and it can digest a bit more slower and doesn't skyrocket your insulin levels. The next thing is drink plenty of water with electrolytes. Make sure you're hydrated, make sure you've got the potassium, magnesium, calcium, B vitamins. Make sure you're drinking water with vitamins, so vitamin water. Make sure you're having lots of vitamin water and staying hydrated. The next thing is make sure you've got portion control. So it's better to really have a small breakfast, medium-sized lunch, and then a larger dinner. 3 meals, that's all that you eat in that day. No snacks, no, I'll eat here, then eat again. No, 3 set meals, that's it. Eating a proper breakfast with all of the vitamins, minerals, something that will get you going for the day. Then you want your proteins, your fats, protein and fats mainly, and then lower carb. But yes, portion control and being sensible with what you're eating as well. And you've also got to be careful. This could be the 6th point actually. You've got to be careful with what you eat as well. So you say if you're eating like, let's say you're eating meat and you're eating fat and protein, that's okay because that's all one. But then you wouldn't want to have ice cream after. Mixing fat and sugar is really bad. Mixing a fat with a protein, mixing a fat with a carb has a worse effect than eating that food on its own. Now, the next thing is try to manage your stress levels, because stress has an effect on insulin and how your body's going to use the sugar, and also how your insulin level is. So try and keep the cortisol down, which isn't easy in life. The next thing is monitor your blood sugar. So morning, afternoon, evening time, and just have a little look and monitor it so you can get a mean, and then you can test it after food as well. Do a little bit of trial and error, because then you'll get your right amounts. The next thing is make sure you're getting a good night's sleep. And the importance for this is, see, if people stay up later, they tend to eat as well. So they eat later, and the immune system's, the digestive system, you could say, has gone to bed. The digestive system doesn't want to eat. You're eating, but the digestive system doesn't want to eat. So a lot of what you're eating will turn to fat instead of being burned for energy. The next 2 important supplements are chromium and magnesium. Very important for blood sugar control. So chromium and magnesium. Now the next thing is certain foods that you should be adding to your diet, or like herbs basically. First one, apple cider vinegar. So a couple drops of apple cider vinegar are very good. Cinnamon, very important. Berberine and berberine is, you will be able to find it. Sometimes you can actually find it in capsule form. You know, if you could get a powder, powders are okay if you like smoothing there, but I would always say try and get the capsule form, just so those things aren't destroyed and they're in their best form. The next one is fenugreek. I nearly said it wrong there. Fenugreek seeds, so they're very good for the blood sugar control. And then if yeah, turmeric's good as well. Turmeric, cinnamon, anything like that's very, very good. Very powerful herbs. The next point now is, if you are going to be eating snacks, what you want to try and think of is, could you buy those keto bars? Nowadays there is a lot of keto bars out there where you can get that nice taste, but it's not high in sugar. And also, you know, honey would be better. Let's say you are going to want that sweet taste. Honey would be a better choice than plain white sugar. And then if you were having brown sugar over white sugar, that would help. You want to try and avoid it completely. But those things are like a temporary fix. The final point is probiotic rich foods. So interestingly, you see your digestive system and your probiotics and your prebiotics, if they're not in a good way, you're going to have trouble digesting that sugar. And that's why a lot of times people get that big sugar rise or the big insulin rise, because their body's not dealing with it properly. So you want to try and have a lot of healthy yogurts and kefir, tempeh, sauerkraut and kimchi. So that is kefir, tempeh, sauerkraut and kimchi. Those kind of fermented foods are really good. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And if you have any blood sugar issues, how do you deal with your blood sugar issues? Do you have any really bad stories? And do you also have any positive stories? Do share them in the comments below. And before you go, why not check out this video down here, or if you've got a little bit more time, check out the playlist up here. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I wonder who is still on the end screen.